Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back and watching my YouTube channel. So in today's video we are going to talk about band 6 interview questions, what kind of questions you're gonna get and how you can answer them. So interview questions for a band 6, they are not like as band 5 nurses. When we go for interview, these questions are totally different from that. You get a scenario and you have to answer those with an examples. Let's say like what if this happened, what if you get a client who's complaining, how you handle difficult situations and things like that. So you're also always gonna get like scenario based questions and how you can do better, how can you handle the situation without the management support, without the manager's support. So these are the questions you're gonna get. So how you answer them, it's like you use a STAR technique: situation, task, and action, and then what was the result. So what happened, how it happened, and what you did, and what was the result. So this is how you're gonna answer the question. Let's say if they ask you a question like tell me about a situation where you have to handle a difficult where you have to handle a difficult relative. So you need to explain it to them, that you can use your experience to give an example. If you can't remember any, you can just make it up, because what happens is they need to know, can you manage that difficult relative? If someone is in the ward complaining that they're not happy with the care they are getting, so how you gonna handle it? As band 5 nurse, how you handle it? You tell them, you reassure them that we are trying our best to do our best, and we are trying to do what we are trying to, we are working as fast as we can. If they are worried about the waiting times or things like that, so you need to tell them you're using the STAR technique: situation, task, action, and result, and then you're going to explain it to them how you're going to handle the situation. Also here you need to include things like you need to be patient, that throughout the situation I need to be confident and remain calm, and whatever I say it according to the trust, values, and guidelines. I'm not saying anything as per my previous knowledge or something. You have to do everything according to the trust policies and guidelines, and you need to remain calm, and you need to find the reason behind it. If they are upset, why they are upset, what's the reason behind it? Is there anything like bothering them? If there is anything that went wrong, any kind of treatment or any care, any particular action of any person that they don't like and they're being difficult for that situation, because there is always a root cause behind any situation. If someone is being difficult, why are they being difficult? Is that you who is making them being difficult? Is that your way of communicating with them making them difficult to talk, or making them difficult to express themselves? All right guys, so that's how you answer those questions if you get any question like that. So you are also always getting you will always get a scenario based question in as band 6 nurse. They can also ask you, what are your key strengths and weaknesses? So your key strengths, you know better what are your key strengths, and then also you need to include the positive things, like you are a great team worker, you have good communication skills, and you can handle the situation while remain calm, and you can be resilient in the difficult and tiring situation. So also when it says about your weakness, you need to mention it to them, something like tell them that my weakness is I can never say no to extra work. Anything you want, anything that's your weakness, you feel like you're weak on that point, you're always there to help, you are always there to add your you're always there to have additional additional work when you know that you don't have capacity to carry on that task. So these are the things you can include in your strengths and weaknesses. If they ask you about we believe that you have read the job description for band 6. So what do you expect to be doing in day-to-day basis? So obviously before going for interview, you need to read job description in detail, and then you need to know what are they going to expect from you. Are you going to be in a clinical side, or are you going to be in a managerial side, in the management side? So the answer is always according to your job description. So for me it was more on the clinical side, so I had to answer like supporting the colleagues with the any problem if they are facing, or sorting out the dialysis that we do, and if we have any complaints, answering to them and finding out the right cause or reason behind it, what was the complaint about and what we did better to prevent it further. Also, like you can also tell them, as a band 6, I will be there to support the manager or to support the other nurse in charge doing the appraisal and assessing and evaluating patient care, and if there are any new policies, how we're gonna incorporate those into our daily routine, and are we happy to and ready to embrace new challenges in the NHS, because NHS is changing all the time, right? So you need to know how you handle the new change, how you convey the message to the new staff. All right. And also, as band 6, your job is to monitor like the care level of the care according to your ward guidelines, according to your ward's aims and objectives. Are you going to up to the standard? Are you giving high standard of care according to the clinical governance, according to the CQC? All right, these are the band 6 things, so you can include those in your answer as well if you go for an interview, guys. One most important question they ask you is, tell me about yourself and why you think that you are the best candidate for this job. So this is the thing where you're gonna sell yourself, right? You're gonna say that I'm a good team worker, I have good communication skills, I'm someone who enjoys my job, and I can make a positive impact on people's life, and also that I understand that I understand the trust values and mission, and how I will try my best to embed those in my day-to-day routine, and what I can do better, like to help the team. I'm always there to help the team. I'm resilient, I'm confident in my own abilities, I've got good leadership skills, prioritization skills, and planning, and good planning skills and organizational skills, and I'll try my best to use those in when I get the job as band 6 nurse. And you can also tell them that after reading the job description for this job, I felt like the person's specification and job qualities match with my personal experience, with my interpersonal skills and my career progression also. So you can tell them that I feel like I have got the leadership skills and all those skills which are needed for this role. So these are the things you're gonna answer in tell me about yourself and why you think that you will make a competent nurse. You will make a competent nurse because you think I feel like I can be resilient in difficult and tiring situation. I can embed the NHS trust values and guidelines in my daily routine. I'm a hard worker, I'm a good team worker, I have good communication skills, and I know what are the NHS trust values and how we can use them as a team, how we can improve as a team, as one team working together. All right. Also here you can tell them that what are the trust key values and how you're gonna embed them in your career. All right. So the next question I got was like, what are the 6 C's? 6 C's, always there in the interviews, guys, whether it's band 5 or band 6. 6 C's of nursing are very important. 6 C's mean care, compassion, competence, communication, courage. What else? I missed something. Care, compassion, commitment. All right. And then they say like what are the 6 C's of nursing, and if you have to choose one of those, what would it be? So you can say that these are the 6 C's of nursing. If I have to choose one, that would be competent, because if a nurse cannot perform her duties with competent, the other 5 C's would become redundant. It's like competence means doing everything professionally, diligently, and according to the required training and the guidelines. So if someone is competent enough, they can be showing all the other 5 C's as well, isn't it? So this is how you're gonna answer what are the 6 C's, and which one is your favorite one. Which one would you choose if you have to choose one? So keep in mind this question, guys. You can also get a question like, what is the clinical governance? Clinical governance is a difficult topic, honestly. So you can answer it as simple as like in few sentences, because clinical governance is a framework, right, that ensures NHS is providing high quality of care, and it also ensures that NHS is responsible for the quality of service it provides, and also is the clinical governance responsibility to see if all the guidelines, if all the safe standards of clinical governance, like all these guidelines and procedures are in place at work, and all the employees are following them, and they are not doing whatever they want, and they are working according to the procedure and guidelines. This is the aim, and this is the a job of the clinical governments, to ensure that NHS is responsible for its quality of performance, and if we as workers following the procedures and guidelines. This is the answer of clinical governance. Now our next question I got was like, tell me about a situation when you have to handle a difficult or confrontational situation. So you can use any example from your experience. So I used one from my experience. So I told them about a situation where our relative was getting very difficult because of the waiting times, and he was being very rude to the healthcare support worker. Then I had to step in and then inform them that we are trying to do our best, we are working as fast as we can, and also you need to tell them that while he was talking, I listened, I show understanding and empathy where needed, and also that I came up with an idea, and then I told him that we are trying our best and we'll see your patient as soon as we can, and I was able to diffuse the situation. So you can use any example from your experience where you have to deal with a difficult patient or difficult relative. You are also like, you need to include the things like you were calm, you listen to the patient, you get to the point, like you listened attentively to go to the point of their problem, to go to the point of their frustration, why they were behaving like that. All right, guys. So because this is very important, they want to know that you know the root and causes. If someone is behaving differently, why they're behaving like that, and what is the reason behind it, and you come up with an idea, or you come up with suggestions how we can handle those situations, how we can improve, or how we can reassure that patient. So you need to tell them that I'll be confident throughout the situation, throughout I'm talking to that patient or relative. So this is how you handle the confrontational situation. So here again, you need to use the STAR technique. You need to tell them the situation, what was happening, what was the task, what action did you take, and then what was the result of it. So at the end you can say like, I was handled to diffuse the situation, and the relative became settled, and we tried our best to see that patient as soon as we could. All right, guys. So this is how you answer that question. Next question could be like a patient or a relative, or it can be your colleague reported abuse. What you gonna do it? So this question is very important, and the manager or whoever is interviewing you, they want to know the exact action and how fast you responded. So you can answer them. First of all, I'll apologize to the patient for the frustration they faced, or for the difficulties they've been to, and then as a duty of candor, I'm gonna tell them that it will be documented, and I will be informing the management about this. All right, and then you're gonna inform your manager, you're gonna document whatever the patient said, word to word. You're going to document it, and then you're going to tell your manager as soon as possible. If manager is not available, you're going to inform the duty matron, and then you're going to tell the patient that that it is being documented, and then I will be the matron or duty matron or manager will be coming soon to talk to you about it. And then I will be also documenting the actions, whatever was done about it, and who did it, who took the action, who did it, and then how they did it. And then you document everything, because this is the important situation, guys. If someone is reporting abuse, you are there to help that patient, you are there to help that colleague and take the action as fast as you can. You can also get a question like how, as a band 6, how would you identify and how would you identify people who want to progress in your career, who want to develop their career further? All right, guys, so as a band 6, it will be your responsibility to identify and nurture people who are willing to who wants to progress in their career, who wants to be band 6 or band 7. How you can do it? You of course you need to talk to them. You need to ask them what is their short-term, medium-term or long-term goals, and what they want to be in the future, and what's their plan about their career development. Do they want to be someone on the higher position? And also, if they say yes, I want to be a band 6 or I want to be band 7, then the second step is you're going to observe them. If they're performing their duties competently and diligently, then you're going to support them. If they need any training or if they need any support from managerial side, you're going to provide them with the right training to develop in that particular area. Because only this is how you're gonna know if the person is performing their duty diligently and competently, by observing them in the ward and then asking them, talking to them, also giving them right training if they feel like they need some training. And also at the end, like I would say, just give them feedback, tell them how they're doing and how they can improve on your, if something is not going right, how they can improve it. And this is how you going to identify and nurture those people who are willing to grow further in their career, who are willing to be band 6 or band 7 as nurses. All right, guys, that will be your responsibility as a band 6. Conflict is the next question could be conflict. How do you handle conflict? Conflict is something that is their favorite question. Okay, guys, we don't want any conflict at workplace, because they say compassionate discussion can be beneficial to the team, but any kind of conflict can hinder their progress, can hinder the team's progress. And then if something is happening, if you know that someone is having conflict with somebody, and what you're gonna do about it, so try to resolve the conflict as soon as possible. And then if you feel like try to resolve the situation, talk to them in person. If two of your colleagues having conflict with each other, talk to them separately, know their point of view, why they were in that situation, what happened and how it happened, and then who was at fault. So we are not there to blame. There is no blame culture in the NHS, guys. So talk to them. If you feel like they need to work on the separate shifts, they cannot work together, put them in the separate shifts or in the different rooms, okay, just to avoid the conflict. And then still, if you feel like you cannot manage the situation, escalate to the manager. If manager is not available, escalate it to the duty matron. It's very important that you escalate it to the higher authority if you feel like it's going out of your control, guys. All right, thank you. Part of the conflict question, it can be also asked that Tell me about a situation where when two of your colleagues were having arguments in front of the patients, and how you're going to handle that situation. So first of all, you are going to tell them, you are going to apologize to the patient, okay, that I'm so sorry that this happened. They were fighting, or they were having conflict in front of you guys. I'm so sorry, but if you want to make a complaint, they can make a complaint on Pulse. Give them the reference, give them the like you can tell them about Pulse, that if they want to make a complaint about that, they can make a complaint. Is their right, because conflict is not allowed. So if someone is misbehaving in front of the patients have the right to make a complaint. Second thing is, you're going to ask your colleagues, can they please come out of the room, and then you talk to them separately. You talk to them, ask them the reason, and then, as we discussed earlier, put them in different shifts if they want to be, put them in different rooms, and then escalate it if you can't manage it, and tell them about experience when you have to do it and what you did. So for the time being, there was also a question like one of your colleagues said, I'm done with it, I'm not going to take it further, I'm leaving, I'm going home, I cannot work here. So how are you going to handle that situation? This was the very important and tricky question, guys. So how you handle that situation? You can talk to the person, all right. You can talk to a private room, not behind the curtains, because someone can hear us, right? So talk to them in a private room. Take them to the private room, ask them what was the reason, what happened, and then is there anyone contributing to it? If there is anyone that they are not going there, they don't want to work with, or if there is any patient who said something. So just know the reason, and then if possible, send them for a short break. Even it's not possible, if you have to replace them for some time, for 30 minutes, give them a short break. Tell them, okay, as you're not feeling well, you don't feel like you can cope anymore, go for a short break, eat something. And then, because some people they use different coping mechanisms, and some people go for walking, some people sing, some people walk, some people go to the toilet, sit there for some time, just to cope up with the situation, or just to calm themselves, all right. So tell them, go for a short break and do whatever you want to do, I mean, for some time. If they want to eat, if they want to go for singing or talking to someone, they can have a short break. And after that, if they feel like if they say like, no, I'm not going for a break, I'm going home, okay, you cannot stop them, okay. Let them go, and then if the matron says, or the manager say, I don't have anybody, then you have to be on the floor. You have to work with the team, and then work with them, because that person, even if the person say, there are high chances of making mistakes, there are high chances they'll be rude to the patient, or they will be making like comments on the patients, or if it's a nurse, they can make mistakes, they can make medication errors, they can do anything, all right, or the support worker, because the care of the patient care will be affected even if they stay. So tell them, let them go, and then inform your manager. If manager is not there, inform your duty matron that this happened, and then if they want to have a meeting with that particular person, all right. This is how you handle a colleague who says that I'm done, I'm not going to work anymore. So you need to diffuse the situation by your communication skills, by your management skills and leadership skills. If you can handle that situation, if you can manage to keep that patient, that person in, you are good. I mean, you did well. It can possible, guys. Honestly, NHS is very, very busy. It is possible. A lot of the time we stress out, we burn out with the work environment, or with the workload. It's very, very common. So you will be seeing it on daily basis, almost like so it is possible. So be prepared to answer this question, and be prepared for this situation. Give them some time off, give them offer, like if you want to take some time off, go for some leave, or tell them that they can have leave just to relax their mind, just to be in themselves. All right, guys. So this is the thing that you need to answer as band 6 also. So as we had a question earlier, how do you handle a difficult relative, difficult colleague? So you can also get a question like, how do you handle a difficult patient? So it's the same way of answering the question. You're gonna ask the patient what's bothering them, what's the reason. You need to get to the point. You need to get to the bottom of the issue. You need to rule out what was the reason why they're behaving this way. If something went wrong, you're gonna use your communication skills. You're gonna use your open gestures and open body language. All right guys, and then get to the bottom of the question, answer them and listen to them, show empathy, and then come up with the ideas and suggestion to resolve that situation, and then find out if you are the one making them to be difficult, because sometimes some people respond to the patient in a different tone, which can make them upset, which can make them be difficult. All right guys, so you need to know, am I the one making the situation worse? Okay, this is how you answer the question. And then also reassure the patient, and then tell them that whatever you promise, do it. Okay, don't leave it till the end. Don't leave it thinking that I'll do it later. I'll do it as priority. If you have the time, do it as priority, because as a band 6 you're going to prioritize yourself. You're going to prioritize your things, which is very, very, very important. Prioritization is the key of a successful and competent nurse, right? All right guys, so these all were band 6 interview questions. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, please do let me know in the comment section. And then if you have any things to discuss, any questions to discuss, how you're gonna answer them, please don't hesitate to put them in the section below. And if someone is preparing for the interview, share this video with them, and then you can do it. Trust me guys, you know you can do it, and then you got everything what it takes to be a band 6. All right guys, and thank you so much for watching. That's it for today. I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.